How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. In this video we have myself playing Rasenmon, which has definitely gotten much better in BT8 with the Fury mode and Jogress, and we have Wind playing X-Antibody, another deck that existed in BT7 but is once again infinitely better. So we're both going to be starting off with champions. Gonna be hard dropping the Rasenmon. I gotta say the alt art is super cute, one of my favorites, but really strong start for Wind, being able to go into a level 5 and set up the UG for those shenanigans. But here we can go into an Digimon, and Digimon AK is just so strong. I really like it for the early game. Oftentimes you can just swing with it, you know, it survives, you can use it for Jogress, and there's so many level 5 8K Digimon that are swinging, so like sometimes it's just nice having 8 months in security, right? Like to answer those Chimeramons, Sylphimon, Shakumon, all the good stuff. So overall, you know, 8mon continues to be an insane card. But yeah, we'll see how this match goes. We'll see how much I can show off the new Rasenmon. I'm definitely still working on my build. So we choose not to Jogress or swing with the 8mon. So a very passive line here. Could have definitely been more aggressive. Might be, you know, due to the awkward hand, but you know, like 8mon definitely could have swung and then we could Jogress into Chimeramon, maintain turn and then do something. The thing is that like for Rasen, going into Rasen early on is rough because you have to pay 5 for it. He's gonna use the new spell whose name I'm not gonna pronounce. It lets him de-digivolve, and then he can also pop the bird. So that option is super good. Like for 4, he was able to answer my level 5, right? Very, very powerful. I definitely like that card a lot. And you can even get extra sources for the shenanigans, you know, proc all your heroes, all the good stuff. Very good. So we went into a Chimeramon, I paid for it and I wasn't able to get much out of it. Then he's able to go into the Yurimon, and then using his effect he can clear the 8mon. So you can see how strong the X-Antibody deck is, right? The new level 6 is fantastic. Like the clear is not as good as the Dorogramon, but because it happens when Digivolves, like in a way it's much better, right? And he's also an insane support card for Alphamon. So Wind doing a great job of just answering my whole board there before I was able to get too much out of it. Now we can swing, use the UG effect, put in Dorogray. So it's going to be a big boy. Sorry for the glare. Hopefully it's like, I mean, I know it's kind of bad, but the game should still be enjoyable. I was going to be checking for 3. Hits into a Crimson Blaze, but it's like too little too late. It's not going to really wipe the board. And the second effect, I think doesn't really stop X-Antibody too much. So honestly, this game, like we didn't do like a hype Jogress play. And then we just had great answers to my board, right? We're going to see if we can make a comeback. It's definitely unlikely, but could be possible. We have 2 memory to work with and an 8mon. The BBmon is not going to be doing much work. Gonna blind in, loosen a Cody. Feels bad. Cody's such a powerful card. But at least we have memory to work with. Can go into a Rapidmon. Give the Oryu minus 5,000. Which is alright. I think he's at like 14, right? So minus 5. He goes to 9. Rapidmon, again, another just very, very strong card. We swing with Rapid, hits into a Coda, which is not ideal, but I mean, at least it survives, I guess, right? So I think at this point we have to be aggressive. Like I can Jogress, but like if I'm not swinging, I don't see how we're gonna win this game. So I just swing, take the risk. We can then go into a Sylphie, give it another minus 5, and use the Sylphie effect to kill it. So honestly, not bad. You know, we're able to clear the board, end with a Sylphimon, and at least push some damage, right? Like it would have been nice if this would have been like our first stack, but again, Wind just did an excellent job of clearing. At this point I feel like we're kind of scared of dying with only 1 security. I'm gonna pick up a Judge Pitamon from a yellow memory boost to ensure that we have plays to work with next turn. Maybe could have swung with the Sylphie to continue the aggression, but now it's just swing and grumble for game. So good game 1 from Wind, again just doing a great job clearing the board with the option and the new level 6. And Grumble just becomes such a key part of the X-Antibody deck. I definitely think you have to run at least 2, and as people figure out the builds, I wonder if playing 3 is correct. Game 2, we see a very strong opener for Wind, Doromon into Yuji. This is, you know, reminiscence of the old BT6 Gabu, right? Like, you get your rookie, you set up your tamer, next turn you get the promote, get the card draw, all the good stuff. You can actually opt to stay in Rasen though, and hard play another Doru, picking up the new level 4. which is really good. Gonna give block rest and inheritable, really good stuff overall. We once again have a little bit of memory. Going to a bird. Last time we like tried to build, like my board just got completely wiped, right? So definitely gotta be a bit careful. Gonna just go into a Sylphie for 4. It is expensive, but I mean it's not bad, right? We at least still clear the body. Here once again though, like the new option just destroys, right? The Digivolve and then clear the bird. Definitely would put us behind. Goes into Nilo 5, whose name I'm not super familiar with, but with the UG he's got the full combo, right? He can swing on attack, put the Oreo under, and then Digivolve into a Alphamon for a discounted cost. Now Alphamon can't use the one attacking effect because it's missed the timing. Hits into a hero, which is pretty good for us. But then the Alphamon's gonna get to restand and then use the memory to gain 2 attack, or use the effect to gain 2 memory. Well, English. So pretty good stuff. This is like the new, like very bread and butter of a very powerful combo from the X-Antibody deck. Because Alphamon can now swing again. Effect is not once per turn, right? Can definitely do a lot with it. At this point, swinging, I guess, is a bit risky since we have a level 5. We could very easily swing over it, right? Has another UG, so if Win had another Oriyomon, could even once again restand and do the whole thing again. It is going to be just a Doraemon though, which is still not bad at all. Although this time, you know, we have hero insecurity, so we are going to be guaranteed at least 3 memory. And we can probably clear the Alphamon, right? So, although a pretty good play overall, you can see Alphamon just farm in memory, right? Like once you get there with the X-Antibody, you can just do so much more. Like having access to so much memory. So with this line of play, they can play the rookie and then potentially go into a blocker to try and protect the Alphamon. Right? The X-Antibody actually has quite a bit of blockers because both the level 4s are... Well, I guess one is blocker, the other one gives blocker, right? And, well, I guess Alphamon had reboot, so no need for blocker, right? You could just chill. Like, the new X-Antibody line just gives X-Antibody decks so much, right? Like, inheritable, reboot, blocker, super good. The decoy is, like, not super relevant, but I mean, it's whatever, it's there. But yeah, the reboot just means that you can swing with Alphamon, not have to fear being beaten over on the turn. We have hero, memory to work with. Gonna Starmon the Alphamon, give it minus 3k. Blind in to get some memory. Cody. Now we can swing, use the hero to get plus DP. Cody to minus DP the Alphamon, and then Bird to kill the Doru, right? So doing some pretty good work there. Crimson Blaze can now clear the Alphamon. However, because we had to clear the Ryudomon with the Bird inheritable, it actually cost me 1 more than I would like. But the Bird effect is mandatory. It's not a you may. However, I was able to fully clear his board and end with, you know, like Cody setup, Memory Tamer, as well as 3 bodies on the board and Patamon coming out. So it's a pretty good board, right? I feel like I'm relatively safe. We pass over a bit of memory, but we also have the Crimson Blaze effect. Not that it's going to affect the X-Antibody too much, but it seems like a solid board state. I just realized that we haven't actually been able to showcase any Rasenmon or Fury mode. But even if in this game we don't have that, I am going to be playing that deck quite a bit. I actually really like it. So, you know, definitely keep checking back for more Rasenmon videos. I might eventually do a deck profile as well. Now, the Grumble is there, which is pretty strong. Can then go into a new level 5. Still has the other UG to work with, means that the full combo is still available. So gonna swing at the Sylphimon. See, at exactly 0 memory, if we ever know to Crimson Blaze for 1 less, you know, this would have been avoided, but the full combo is there. So Oreo can swing over the Sylphie as he's obviously way bigger, and then the Wind Digivolve effect can be used to clear either the Starmon or the Pulsemon. So a really good answer from Wind. Even though we cleared the board, you know, all the Tamers and the Grumble means that they still had great plays. And of course the reboot. So we get the Cody effect going to 4 memory. I mean, with 2 rookies, there's still possibility for Jogres for sure. Gonna Digivolve into the Bird. Go into a Casamon. Now we could Jogres, but it's rough, right? The Oreo is, I believe, 14,000. Gonna be swinging for Upamon. Might just be, you know, straight up desperate. Sometimes we have to take those risks. We are then able to Jogres into the Sylphimon, give minus 5k DP. And then we still have Cody and Hero to work with as well. You know, if I wanted to attack. I had 0 memory though, it's kind of scary. A Blinding into a Rasenmon would be like very powerful here. But it's tough, especially because like Wind still has the Rearmon in the back. And Tamers and a memory boost to work with, right? So we can go swing, draw for Rupa, go to 10k, Cody give another -2. Meaning that it's not at minus 7,000 DP if I'm doing my math correctly. Which puts it at 7,000 DP. Gonna go into Kasuchi, which honestly less than ideal there. We were only able to get 1 recovery out of it. And we passed with it suspended, which is gonna just get swung over by the Orymon, right? Definitely less than ideal. Like I said, like a Blinding Ray into a Rasenmon would have been so much better there. But sadly we just didn't have this type of plays. Or you can now just swing over the Kasuchi. Goodbye, big stack. And I think at this point we're just too far behind, right? Like before the board was cleared and we still had like some rookies to work with. But now I don't see a way for us to come back from this game. But you know, it's a good game to showcase the power of X-Antibody. And Wind definitely did a great job. The comeback with the Grumble into a full clear, or you know, partial clear was very good. I think X-Antibody can still play the Rugamon. I don't know what the correct, or like, I don't know what a good level 6 lineup looks like, but I think the Dorogora at 1 is acceptable. But I know some people only play like 1 Alphamon. I think that's just straight up wrong, but I guess we'll see. I am definitely going to be playing X-Antibody myself, but I don't want to play the deck until I have all the Altards. So we're going to wait a little bit and then eventually get to show it off for sure. At this point, you know, he's got 2 boss monsters, UGs to work with, inheritables for days. We are able to build into a Sylphie so that, you know, if I get to play the game one more turn, potentially go into a Rasenmon and then maybe make a miracle comeback. But Ori's gonna swing, use the Yuji, put Alphamon under because why not? And still has quite a bit of memory to work with, so gonna Black Memory Boost. Black Memory Boost is gonna find the Grumble, can pop the other Memory Boost, and then that's gonna be Grumble for game. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll definitely have more BT8 games coming. Thanks for watching.